Hello friends, Nayaswami Hriman here again. This is the second video on the stages of meditation, and we are going to talk about the second stage, which is a positive focus to our meditation. That positive focus, this is really the stage that is most identified with meditation in the field of meditation because it encompasses a wide range of different techniques. It's where, rather than simply observing passively our thoughts in the first stage that I called mindfulness, instead we are focusing positively in order to, as it were, to let our thoughts become secondary, unimportant, if you will. We could, in the more passive versions of this, we might just simply watch the breath. That's probably the world's most common meditation technique. Watching the breath is a step up from only watching your thoughts because it does give to us a positive focus on something that's moving, even though we're still, the only thing left moving really is our heartbeat and our breath. And so it's more positive, but sometimes it's not enough really to let those thoughts go, to redirect those thoughts, to make them unimportant to the mind. And so that what's usually taught, and taught in the method Yogananda taught of this, which is called Hong Sha, for the mantra that comes with it, and it comes originally from ancient times in a mantra known as it's from the Upanishads, known as the Hong Sha mantra. In any case, so the combination of putting your attention on the flow of breath, particularly here, up just in this simple range of up and down, Hong Sha, silently chanting as you watch the breath, and you're focused in your mind and your brain and your head sort of in the front, and subconscious thoughts, which we might say could be located more in the back, have more trouble popping up and grabbing your attention because you're here at the prefrontal lobe, whereas those thoughts are sort of popping up from the subconscious mind in the lower brain. In any case, it still can be a challenge until you work with this enough. But it goes on from there. There is no end to the kinds of meditations. You could simply mentally repeat a mantra during this phase of positive concentration. You could visualize a deity or a guru, or aspire to be peaceful or loving. You could use an affirmation. The deeper, more advanced levels of technique, such as Kriya Yoga, would involve to varying degrees the inner energy centers of the chakras, the inner breath, the subtle astral breath, and so on. In any case, this second stage is where we use our willpower, not with tension, but with interest, positive interest, to focus on realities, first of the physical body, such as the breath movement I mentioned, or as you go deeper into more subtle realities in the energy body, and then mental realities, if you're visualizing, doing creative visualization, or devotional realities, if you're essentially praying in a sense to God or Guru. So this is the biggest bandwidth of what most people talk about, focused concentration. Another word for it would be aspirational meditation, as opposed to the passivity of simply being aware of your own thoughts. Aspirational meditations are those that aspire to go beyond just the humdrum of my subconscious and conscious life. And so that aspiration can be, it doesn't need to be religious or spiritual. It can be mental or emotional, but it's redirecting our attention and intention to sort of a new state of awareness, to change something in your life, to be better. Okay. Now, in that in this aspect, which, as I say, embodies most of what we describe as meditation, I am the doer. Even in mindfulness, I'm the observer. But in this focus concentration, I am the one practicing this or that technique. And so there's still very much the sense of I-ness, the sense of doership, the sense of willpower, or at least concentration. And so these represent, for those who are interested in the Eightfold Path of Patanjali and would like to relate to it, these involve pretty much the two chakras of the heart and throat, the Anahata chakra and Pratyahara, where we control the life force, pranayama, and we focus the mind, Pratyahara. I'm not going to go deeply into defining those stages right here, but for those who want to make some sort of a connection. Now, I'm going to stop there because the third stage of meditation is the inner silence. It's kind of like the fruit of our activity. It is the goalless goal. In other words, you can't achieve a state of silence or inner quietude by willpower. But your focused concentration stage develops your internalization of energy and attention in such a way that after you've finished your practices, if you let those practices go, you find it far easier to be, as it says in the Psalms of the Old Testament, be still and know I am. Okay, so we'll see you in the next video, all right? Inner stillness.